So we want to face the North Pole, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because we want to get it a little more level.
Okay.
I just open up the
Look,
throttle.
there's two headings for 360. There's 360, then 0. That's not how it's supposed to be. I don't think. Fairly certain. Whatever.
Just do it.
Notice how, as you burn north, your orbit starts to tilt.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But the periapsis and the apoapsis nodes remain mostly the same. This is because we are accelerating on a completely new direction, so this maneuver doesn't add or take away any energy from our orbit. Keep accelerating north until your inclination is about 10 degrees.
Okay, I get it. That makes sense. Periapsis is changing, so that's kind of weird.
Good. For these maneuvers, it's always better to do it in the slowest parts of the orbit, so you don't have to spend as much delta V to turn your orbit around. That also means inclination changes on larger orbits, such as we are on now. Take less fuel, and then the same inclination change on a lower one.
So the further you are away, the easier it is to change your orbit inclination. Okay.
Yep. Also, keep in mind that changing inclination doesn't necessarily mean accelerating to the north or south. It means accelerating on 90-degree headings to your prograde vector, which is on our nearly equatorial orbit. Also happen to be towards the north. Next, there's more? Yes. Let's look into the essential maneuvering you'll need to learn. Lowering your orbit. As you can imagine, lowering your orbit's altitude is very much like raising it, only in reverse. Because there's no air up here, we can use our main engines to decelerate as well as accelerate. Because nothing says we have to be facing some direction or another. Also, since our orbit is nearly circular, we can just turn retrograde and do our burn at any time now, so let's do it. Turn towards the retrograde vector and start those engines up again.
So away from the direction we're going.
Yeah.
Okay, this seems to make sense now. Whoa! It looks like LOL when you look at it for a sec.
LOL.
Just because that stick is there, so it looks like an L, and then O, and then a little L again. I don't know. Maybe you don't see it.
No.
Maybe I'm just insane.
Keep burning retrograde until the parallax altitude around 30,000 meters.
Whoa, that's really low.
Try getting it as close as possible this time. If you overshoot and get too low, turn prograde and accelerate again.
Okay, so turn to our heading.
Yes.
So if you want to lower your orbit, face away. If you want to raise it, face forward. Okay, very simple. Now look, we're getting elliptical again.
That's it. You're now on your way back. 30,000 meters is low enough to be in the atmosphere, so you are now on a re-entry course to Kerbal. Once we're below 60,000 meters, the atmosphere will start slowing the ship down so that you won't have enough velocity to rise back up again.
Good.
We're leaving space? This is the end of our lesson now. You can continue doing maneuvers on your own or wait for periapsis and do a re-entry and land. Don't forget to decouple the capsule and deploy the parachutes. See you on the ground.
Oh, that's what we didn't do. We didn't decouple the capsule.
However, we're supposed to do that. We can go in settings and look at the keys.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah! The Canadian Space Agency, Crazy Canadian Space Agency is finally making progress.
Yeah.
We will see the maple leaf on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
On the mun.
Mutton.
Well, I guess thank you for watching, I guess, eh?
Yes, look at that.
Oh, there's the sun.
I would take a screenshot, but I realized I never did take that thing from Portal 2. Print it out on Paint, if it's still in the memory.
Yeah, it should be. I don't think they delete. I think you can only have one at a time saves, though.
Yeah.
On some systems,
Yes.
anyway. Well, yeah, it's good. Look at that. There's a shadow effect there.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it does. Look at Bob. I don't know what he's all worried about. Look at Bill. He's like, look at him. He's like fist pumping.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
listening to
yeah,
music.
yeah. We Canadians can actually do something, eh?
Eh? Can we watch the
Eh.
hockey game from up here?
Probably pick up a ton of signals within line of sight here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So that worked out.
Mm-hmm.
We were really high. Uh. Oh, we're going in now.
Now, how do
Yeah.
we decouple? That must be that looks like a decouple button.
It looks like a Pong game.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. This game is so weird. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's so stupid how the time warp affects the physics and structural integrity.
That doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Maybe the Kerbans have figured out how to bend the time-space continuum.
In that case, why don't you just warp drive to the moon?
Why don't they just chrono themselves to the moon?
Yeah.
That's so weird. Are we gonna make it? Yeah, we're going down. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it starts stabilizing and going back up, we're in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, we're almost there.
We're we're burning up.
We're
All right.
going down.
Now, how do we decouple?
I wouldn't decouple yet.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
Start decoupling stuff right when we're burning. I think now's a good time to decouple. Oh, this is why Canadians aren't in space. Actually, isn't there a Canadian in space right now? No, one just got back last
Yeah, the
fall.
guy
Yeah,
who did that Space Oddity song.
yeah, and he didn't text William Shatner. That guy who texted William Shatner from space, remember?
Or tweeted.
Tweeted him, yeah. Remember that? That was a Canadian dude, wasn't it?
I have no
I
idea.
think it was. That was last fall, though. I remember they returned already.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a question for all you people: Why do we not go to the moon anymore?
There'll be those who say that we've never been.
Yes, I don't believe that myself. Well, mind you, there is one frame of that video that does look like the flag is waving when it
Yeah,
shouldn't be.
yeah.
So that is kind of questionable. I do think we have been to the moon,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think the moon landing was fake, but they do make some good points about it being
Yeah.
faked.
I've,
I
I've,
will admit.
I saw this interesting video that talked about how difficult it would be fake. Basically, long story short, it would be very difficult to practically impossible to do
Hmm.
it. In fact, it would be probably for the amount of money to spend on special effects and equipment which hadn't been invented yet,
Yeah,
it would have been actually probably
more
a
expensive.
lot cheaper to simply go to the moon in
Yeah.
real life.
Here's one. Why don't we go to Venus?
It's too hot. We've
Well,
we've sent drones.
The Russians sent something to the surface of Venus, didn't
Yeah,
they?
and apparently like
The picture cut out like three-quarters through,
you
though.
know melted or something.
Yeah, it's too hot. But you think they could get some sort of material that could withstand it, mind you. So expensive, it's probably not worth it. There are those
Hmm.
people who say, we have enough problems in the world, we shouldn't explore space. I disagree venomously with those people because keep in mind, we won't solve a lot of our problems on Earth if we don't explore space.
Hmm.
Because we're not ready mentally. I think man needs to open their eyes more. And space is
Hmm.
so neat too.
Yeah.
Should get a manned mission to Jupiter. Imagine how many years that would take.
I volunteer you. Hey,
Yeah, oh
hey,
yeah,
hey,
old
Yaku, I
old
just
old
signed you
old,
up.
old man here
Okay.
getting to the moon.
Okay, good. That's how you do it. Why didn't it work last time?
Might have been too low.
Maybe. Bye, rockets. Can I power you up? No. I was like, I wonder if I could power the rockets from.
Yeah, but you raised our throttle. I don't think it
Yeah.
did anything. I think they had our little Apollo capsule. Looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we name our ships. We gotta get some good names for our ships.
Yeah.
I'll think of some. I'm trying to think. They always name them after what, like Greek gods or something? Apollo, uh, Gemini. Yeah, aren't they the Greek gods? Something like that. But
Mm-hmm.
we need something Canadian. Maple syrup, ice, Igloo 1,
Igloo one.
Penguin 2, Polar Bear 1, Polar Bear 1 to base. Polar bear wanted to callow
Mm.
it. Come in and callow it.